Hi, I'm Advait Sehdev, and this is the Marketing Tales podcast, where in every episode I share a true story behind the scenes of an actual campaign where marketing hacks led to exponential growth. Hi, today I want to talk about a story which is way long back. It was, one of the early days when I had started my social media agency, and we were working with a brand. We were working with a brand which is an international brand, international auto car brand, and essentially we were working with one of the largest dealers of that particular brand in India. Now the problem they had was that they wanted to promote a brand, and they wanted to do something very creative, very innovative, something that had not been done because the Indian market was getting flooded with so many cars, so many options, and this car was specially meant for the younger audience. It was stylish, it was trendy, it was more elegant, and they wanted to reach out to the younger audience. They wanted to reach out to the audience which was actually the key decision maker. Now the problem was very unique because they didn't want to have a lot of spend online. They were of course doing other activities in terms of promotions, in terms of newspaper ads and all of that. That was done by the main brand, but this particular dealer or this particular distributor, he being the largest in India, wanted to set an example. Now we were approached and we were asked, what can be done, because we did a lot of brainstorming, we did a lot of activities. We said, okay, one thing that the brand has done very well is that they have been able to identify that it's for the younger audience. Now they said, their target segment was, maybe 28 30, or maybe 35 40, max up to 40. Now we said, okay, now if you expand your audience a little bit, both sides, and I'll explain you how. No, it would help much more, because what would essentially happen then is that you would have a much larger base to play with. So what we said is, let's look at who's the actual decision maker when a car is bought. And the actual decision maker, most of the said, the earning member of the family is the decision maker. Now I said, while that is true in most of the cases, but in a lot of cases it's actually the kids who decide, especially the kids who are, teenagers, who are in that age where they can, discuss with their parents, where they can present examples, where they can give data points and make a valid case. So we need to expand to that audience also, teenagers. So essentially, students from the age of 16 17 till the age of 21 22, we need to have all of them in the age range, because they are the key decision makers. And what that would do is, since they have their parents would be, 40 45, maybe 50, and that would expand their entire base from 16 to, late 40s. So that's the first thing that we did. The second thing was that now we had to innovate. We had to do something which was very new in social media, and that time we had very limited options. That time, this is the time when essentially on Facebook we could, on the Facebook page, Facebook used to promote something called apps. So we could develop apps on the Facebook page, and we could essentially do things which were coded, which were based on some technology. So people used to create games, people used to create all sort of things and so on. But that time we had very we had limitations in terms of who we could engage with or what we could do. We did not have all the things that we have in the last 5 6 years. Think about all those features that a Facebook page has. We did not have that. We had to use social media, and we had to use contests, we had to use things over there. So the whole idea is that we were able to do something for lead nurturing, because we want to do capture a lot of leads. It was not possible to sell cars online or on social media. That even doesn't happen today. But that time we said, okay, let's do something where we can nurture the leads. And for nurturing the leads, we had to first of all collect the leads. Now since our audience was younger, we would have to run some sort of contests. Now contest is also not an easy thing, because very few people participate in contests. So we had to come up with something which is very unique and which is very attractive. The next thing that we did was, we also made sure that we were also extremely focused on the bottom of the funnel, because that was important from the perspective of sales. So we came up with this unique idea, and this was done for the very first time in India, where we said that, okay, there's going to be a contest which where students can actually win tickets to US. The first student, the person who comes first, will win a return ticket to the US. So what was the contest? The contest was very unique. We designed an app. We designed an app where people could actually watch videos of the live campaigns that we were doing in colleges, in malls, and a lot of places, and they could spot the person who was there, who was part of it. There will be different videos shared of different students who will be participating in different activities in those live videos, the live videos, and then whoever shares it the maximum will, and whoever gets the maximum number of votes will essentially win. So this was Facebook live streaming, outdoor streaming. Now understand this. This was the first time live outdoor streaming was done on Facebook using an app. Now Facebook streaming is very standard, or streaming from any other social media platform is very very standard. But we did it. We got such huge participation because we went to all the top colleges and all the top malls. We got students to participate in activities, fun activities, create videos, short videos. They would get a number, and then they would have to promote it to their friends and family and get maximum number of votes. So what that did was it created a lot of buzz in the entire city, in the entire state, and because of that we got unprecedented number of inquiries. And then immediately the inquiries were addressed, immediately they were talked about, and conversions were done. But the most important thing that happened because of this was that we got a innovation award at the Asia level. The dealer got an innovation award at the Asia level because of this campaign. And that is the power of doing something very innovative. Thank you. So that's the end of this episode. Stay connected for more episodes of Marketing Tales, behind the scenes of